guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to see you guys. It seems like it's been forever. Last weekend I went to Atlanta, so I wasn't able to post a video, which really bummed me out. But today I am here to talk all about this hair. About this hair. So this goes about to the tip of my butt. It is pretty long, and I just get so many questions from you guys, from people on the street, from just strangers, whatever, about this hair. So I figure that I would make a video just explaining everything about you need to know, like frequently asked questions about box braids, tips, and just all that fun stuff. So if you want to know, please keep watching. So frequently asked question that I get about my box braids is how long did it take? So depending on length, depending on width, that can vary. I've known people to say that their box braids take about 5 to 8 hours, but mine took about, I want to say 13 to 14 hours, and that wasn't straight. So the first day we did, and when I say we, my mom actually did these. She's so talented. So the first day we knocked about a good amount done in about 4 to 6 hours, and then we saved the rest, so the remaining of the 14 hours for the following day. So in total, I mean, it really just all depends. Like, it all depends on length, and like I said, mine are pretty long, and it also depends on width. So some people do them a lot bigger, but for me, I wanted them a little bit more skinnier because I just feel like the bigger ones would add a lot of tension and just would be a little bit too heavy for me. So I opted for skinnier ones. Another frequently asked question is how much did it cost? Like I said, my mom did them for me, so it was free 99. It was for the free. It was 100% for the free. But the hair itself, I did have to pay for that. And I used, so actually I used 2 brands of hair. So I went to my local beauty supply store and picked up a, like Yahcely, it was something called like Yahcely perm hair, which was the absolute worst hair. I feel like if we had better hair, it would not have taken 14 hours. But then halfway through, I did go to Sally's Beauty Supply and picked up a different kind of braiding hair, and that was only $2.99, and it was so much easier to work with. It was not tangled, it wasn't difficult to separate, and I would prefer the Sally's hair that I bought versus the like local beauty supply hairs that I bought. And this is, again, I think it was like 20 inches or 21 inches. I can't remember the exact dimension of how long these were, but I believe it was like maybe 20 inches. What kind of hair is this? Again, it was Yahcely. It was called like Yahcely braiding hair, and then I got it in the color like 1B, which is just dark brown, and I know it looks black, but in person it is dark brown. How long do they last? So I've known people, again, to have box braids in for 3, 4, 5 months, so it really just depends on the upkeep. But for me, I believe I'll probably have these in for maybe a couple more weeks, and then I'll take them out. But I think just depending on the upkeep, you can keep them as long as you want. And are they heavy? Yes, they are heavy, but like, okay, so the first day that I wore these out, I was like, oh my God, my neck hurts. Like, even when I was at the gym, I was noticing I couldn't even last long because I thought that they were just so heavy, like that these were adding like an extra 5 to 10 pounds. And as the days have gone on, I think I just don't even notice them. But yeah, they're relatively heavy if you're not used to like braiding styles, which I'm really not. So this was, again, just a little heavy for me. How do you sleep? This is a question that I've got. Yes, how do I sleep? So I just wrap my hair. with a scarf. just like so. Like I don't wrap the length of it, but I just wrap the circumference of my hair just to, you know, secure like the top, because you know there is like new growth and things like that, so I just don't want it to get like messy. So as far as sleeping, I just wrap the top of my head. And again, like the first week it was very uncomfortable sleeping, I can't lie. Like it was really hard because these go to my butt, I kept like laying on them, and then when I would turn my head it would pull. It was very uncomfortable, but now I've kind of gotten the hang of it and how to, like, you know, work with it while I'm sleeping. And you style them. Yes, you can style your box braids. Again, you can even look that up on Google and Pinterest. So many people style them. For me, I have been rocking like low ponytails only because they are so heavy. I would hate to add tension around like my perimeter of my hair, so I'm careful with the updos. But you know, yeah, you can style them. Can you wash them? I would believe so, but I know a lot of people will just wash their scalp. Because this isn't your real hair. I mean, I really don't know what sort of growth or anything that you would be looking for from a wash, but from your scalp, just to keep it conditioned and clean, I would say, yeah, you can scrub your scalp. I know a lot of people do that, but as for washing like the actual braids, I think that's unnecessary. But again, like, this is my first time with these box braids. People may wash them, but for me, I won't be washing these braids. Washing my scalp with like dry shampoo or something, that's a whole different story, but this, no, probably not. What's the upkeep like? So, depending on how long you have your box braids in, you will experience some fuzzing on the top, which is normal because, I mean, you have new growth coming in, so by default it's gonna get fuzzy. So what I suggest is that the ones that are getting like a little loose on the top or fuzzy, I would say start that over, cut it off, get some new hair, and re-braid the ones that are fuzzy. Also, a really good trick, which I'm sure that you guys have heard of, is burning them. So again, there's like, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there are fuzzies on this braid, and basically, like, if you just take a lighter to it, it'll just like eliminate all of those fuzzies and you can get right in line. And also for upkeep is maintaining the ends and just making things look uniform, you know what I mean? So like I said, the most upkeep you will have, and like I mentioned, if you want to oil your scalp, which is a must, you want to keep your scalp moisturized so it doesn't look dry. But oiling your scalp and kind of just rebraiding those root parts and just making sure that the actual braids themselves are looking pretty uniform. That's pretty much just the only upkeep I would say. Because I've only had my braids for about a week and a half, I really haven't had to do any upkeep. But going forward, I'm sure I will have to do that. What about the size and the length? Again, that's 100% up to you. If you want to get them bigger, you can. If you want them skinnier, you can. Length, again, that just is going to involve a little bit more hair, a longer dimension braiding hair, but again, it's 100% up to you. Is it hard to take them out? No. So there would be no point to unbraid all of this. You basically just want to take scissors and right before where your real hair meets, just cut it off and unbraid it. So I don't see it taking a long time, but again, that just depends on your width. If you have bigger braids, it'll take less time, but of course with skinnier braids, it's gonna take a little bit more time. Can you get them wet? Yeah, you can get them wet. How do you curl the ends? So with the ends, you are going to take like like curling rods, and you just roll them up. You roll them up, like I'm pretending my finger is a rod, like a curling rod. And you can get them at like for 99 cents at like Sally's or a beauty supply store. So if this is like if my finger is like a curling rod, you would literally curl it up, and then you would snap, you know, like the rubber band part, you would snap it, and then you boil hot water, and you would literally just dunk your ends in hot water. If you guys want a tutorial on that, give this video a thumbs up because I can definitely show you exactly how to do it. Because if you're a visual learner like me, you want to know exactly how to like work this thing. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the questions that I get regarding the box braids, and I hope I answered all of them. If you guys have any additional questions, be sure to leave them down below, and I definitely will answer them. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.